What up, boys and girls and Avenger hunters out there in YouTube land? Got an install video for you today. Just got this Venturi Avenger in the mail. Slice it open, and we're going to install a tack stock on there. Alright, so I asked the dealer to air this thing up. Looks like it's been open already, but I like to make sure they hold air, so I have them shipped in with air. Alright, there she is, boys and girls. She's full 4,000 psi. Dang, pressure regulators maxed out at 3,000. Huh. All right. Yeah, 2,800. All right. So yeah, let's tear this sucker down and get the tack stock on it. Pop those puppies out. Degas the rifle. Alright, she's empty. Oh, need an Allen wrench. Alright, let's see here. There we go, first try. Sweet. A little more. Oh no, that's it. Just got to get over the screw for the hammer spring. It's adjusted out quite a bit, so it always helps to screw that in when you're fixing to install a new stock, just to get it out of the way. You grab another Allen. This is my Allen wrench for if I have a adjustable buttstock on the back. I can just quickly stick it through there. Alright, so there it is, ready for the stock. I'm going to show you guys how to set this up with the OEM air tubes first. So here's how the stocks come. I try to put all the screws already in them, ready to go. That way you'll know where everything goes. Take these four little M3 screws out. And then I got a screw in there for that. Alright, so there's a little mounting block in here that we got to take out and mount it on the rifle action. So I just pre-install it so that you guys know where it goes. But before you put your pistol grip on, just make sure you get this out of the way and then install it on the rifle. So alright, so that little mounting block goes in this bottom part of the action right there. So using the M5 screw, if you inspect this thing, it has an offset hole because it's a real tight area. So just eyeball it and see where the offset lines up better. The offset likes towards the front. So just set that right in there like that. And then drop the M5 by 30 millimeter bolt in there. And then snug it up. Pretty much all the stuff on this stock, it's not going to require a lot of torque because it's not really going into aluminum. So basically just snug everything up so that things don't strip out. Alright, so there's how that goes. Now we can just drop our stock on the main body of it, put our M5 by 30 millimeter bolt in there. The front. Alright, and then try to get these little M3 screws in by hand first so you don't cross thread them. Just be real careful. Get a feel for them threading in. If you cross thread them, it's not going to be good. Alright, now that those are all snugged up, basically just have the side screws to put on. Oh, there they are. These in right here on either side. Snug those up. Just like that. So we'll go ahead and slap the pistol grip on now. Pistol grip right to you. Feed that in like that. Get that lined up. Screw that right in there. Just put a little bit of torque on it, not much. Alright, now we got our grip. We'll go ahead and slap our buttstock on. Just screws into the back. Just like so. Again, just being careful to get it threaded in there straight at first. Alright, once we get that all the way threaded in there, just get it straight up and down. And then there's a little grub screw on the bottom to lock it in place. Just snug that up gently, and then now it's not rotating, it's not going nowhere. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and put the front rail on. Which is this piece right here. It's got M-lock on the sides, Picatinny on the bottom. This lines up with these holes right here. Just use the provided screws that we took out in the beginning. And again, just get those in by hand. Try not to cross thread them. You'll feel them going in nice and easy. So there's 2 on each side. Alright, so we'll snug those up decently. Alright, now as you can see, it's starting to come together already. It's looking pretty cool. We've got a super cool rubberized grip on there, adjustable buttstock, and then we're going to utilize the OEM triple clamp for the support of the rail. And I got a piece that I have to put on right here. So I got this piece right here. That's the front end rail support. It has a bevel on it, so just line it up with that bevel. And it'll slide right into place. This takes 4 M3 by 10 millimeter screws. And then one more right in the middle to the OEM support. So I just line up the support hole to that. Go ahead and screw that in. Alright, Alright, so now this rail is really firm and solid. It's ready to put an M-lock bipod on the sides or a Picatinny bipod on the bottom. But super solid. And then we'll go and slap our triple barrel band on there. Right there. Like that. And then we'll put our double barrel band on there. Alright, here's the barrel band that goes on the muzzle. It's got a lock nut on the bottom so it doesn't swivel and pivot. Just goes on like so. And then you can just snug up the nut on there. That way it doesn't pivot. So now it's pretty rock solid. Right there. We've got the OEM support, the triple band, and then the muzzle band. Starting to look pretty cool. Got the adjustable buttstock on there, the length of pull.
So feels pretty good, feels pretty light. Oh yeah. Yep, I like it.
And then yeah, that's how that is. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to install the bottle setup now too. So just we'll rewind a little bit. Take this puppy off. Triple clamp off. Slide the OEM triple clamp off. Careful not to lose those little balls, those plastic balls. Alright, so these things are usually only hand tight, come off pretty easy. Take those off. Alright, and then we'll grab our let me take this triple tree support, air tube support off. Alright, what we got here is a bottle adapter kit. Easier way to do that. Just gonna pull off the fitting so I can spin this thing on there quick. Helps if I put the right side in. One side's for the bottle and the other side's for the action. There's that one. And then the upper tube just gets capped off. Snug that up. And that's how that looks. There. We can grab our bottle. This is a 420cc carbon bottle. Make sure we got an O-ring on there. Screw that on. Snug that up by hand. Bottles on there. Then we got the ATAC bottle clamp. Basically just put the side with the little notch angle cut out of it towards the front, and then that should slide right in between this rail. Like so. And then it only takes 2 screws. Even though there's 4 holes, when you do it with the bottle setup, it only takes 2 screws, and one pulls one way and the other one pulls the other way. So in order to get it to tighten up on the bottle, it gets pulled from both sides to snug it up. And then what you want to do is just snug that up by hand, and you'll see it tighten up on the bottle, and you just want to get it to where it doesn't pivot anymore. Now it's nice and snug on the bottle. So now the rail, the bottom rail for the Picatinny mount, your bipod, whether it's M-lock or pick rail bipod, it's super sturdy again because now it's locked in from the front to the back, and it ain't gonna budge. Then we're going to add our barrel band to the front for the bottle to lock the barrel shroud in place for a super rock solid setup. Just snug that up, being careful not to over tighten it and snap it or whatever. But yeah, so now that's all locked in, rock solid, just like so. Starting to look pretty cool. Bottle gun. So like I said, this kit, you can just start out and just use it with the air tubes. You know, if you don't have a bottle conversion adapter yet, you know, just use it with the air tubes. It looks cool and it works really good just like that. And then when you do end up finding the parts and piecing all your components together, your bottle and your adapter, then you can just upgrade to the bottle setup, you know. And like this 420cc bottle right here, well, it's like 2.5 times the capacity of the air tubes, and it's just as light, but it keeps some of the weight towards the back since it's not so far out, so it actually feels lighter. But yeah, so there's that. And then yeah, what else can we do with this? Got to finish it off with Terminator Products Monocore LDC. Thread one of those babies on. There we go. So we've got the full setup now. Avenger Tactical Edition is just that quick. So all you need to do is just get yourself a stock. If you want, I can provide you guys with the all the accessories, or you can just get just the bare bone stock and put your own grip, buttstock, and buffer tube on there on your own, you know. But yeah, it's a pretty cool setup, and kind of a lot better than stock, a lot more comfortable. adjustable length of pull. You know, everybody complains about the OEM stock on these, but like this, it's just as light. It's lighter than pretty much almost anything out there in this configuration, and it's just super comfortable to use, and it's real versatile. So yeah, I like running these lightweight monocore LDCs up front because it doesn't add any muzzle weight. They're really light, so it doesn't make the gun kind of hard to carry and like front biased. You know, it's still really light and has good balance. So yeah, that's about it. It's getting kind of dark, so I'm not going to bother showing you guys how to mount the M-LOK bipod or the other bipod on there, but anyways, you guys can figure that out. But yeah, there it is. Well, maybe I could just show you guys real quick how to install the M-LOK bipod. There's 4 holes on the side of the rail system, and it fits really snug in there, just like so. Just turn these clockwise and they automatically lock in on the back side. Bam. We're in business. Alright, there. We still had enough light. Bam. Check it, dog. There it is. Terminator ATAC stock. Super quick and easy installation. Just a couple little details, but yeah, really versatile. You know, you can shoot offhand with the bipod extended, or you could put it up, rest it on whatever, shoot offhand like that. You know, you could even roll it backwards if you wanted to, or like a tree stump or whatever, a fence post, whatever. So yeah, there it is. Boom.